Hi, welcome to Ken's Games Collection and a pickups video for August 2021. Okay, so I have 15 games here to show for the pickups for August 2021. We're going through PSP, PS2 and also Nintendo Switch. A lot of stuff for Nintendo Switch this month, and I haven't been really doing a lot of Switch stuff, but I'm getting back into it. My daughter plays a lot of Switch as well, so yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I'm doing it. Now let's start off showing a PSP game of all things. This is brand new and sealed, by the way, as well, from Oz Game Shop, which totally surprised me. Now I did not know this game existed, so it's actually Crazy Taxi on the PSP, which I believe has Crazy Taxi 1 and 2 from the Dreamcast on there. You can customize your soundtrack with the memory stick. You put some of your music on the memory stick and there's a custom soundtrack, which is pretty crazy, and it has a lot of the features that you would expect, and it's put so much stuff in here. So I got to do a shout out to Lightsaber Samurai for talking about this in a video of his. Never knew it existed, and it turns out when I did a post on Instagram and also YouTube community, a lot of other people were surprised. They did not know this existed on the PSP. So yeah, brand new, sealed, $22. That is just insane. Think after all these years you can still pick up some of these games brand new and sealed. So next one we're going to talk about is some PlayStation 2 games. Now I did a PlayStation 2 collections video, and by the time I got to the end of it, I realized something. I did not have any of the God of War games on it. Back in the day, I did have God of War on the PS2, but I just totally forgot about it. And that CEX exchange, I picked up God of War for $10. Complete. It's got the manual, everything in there. It looks in really good condition. There's a couple of other God of War games on the PlayStation 2 that I need to hunt down as well. So, but yeah, finally a God of War game. This is just a couple of weeks after I did that PlayStation 2 collection video, which I'll leave a link to up above me, I guess. Now I picked up another 2 games for the PlayStation 2. Prince of Persia, the Two Thrones. I know we're getting the Prince of Persia, is it Sands of Time, the remaster coming out. I do remember playing this, but I don't know, it just was something that I totally forgot about. The Prince of Persia games, actually, you know, there was 3 of them on PlayStation 2, so that was really cool. So there's, I don't know if I want to hunt down the whole series, but we'll see what happens with that. But for $3, it's again in great condition. Manual is in there. Everything is just like, wow. I can't believe in this day and age where games are going up and up and up that you can still pick up games like this and this for $10. You would think that all the hype for the new God of War game, that the prices will increase, but they haven't yet. Thank God for that, but it could all change overnight. Now another game that I picked up, I watched some gameplay footage of this and I was like, wow, this is really interesting. I never knew it existed. It was $8 and it was Peter Pan Legend of Neverland. I didn't mind the gameplay, to be honest with you, and I'm thinking, wow, this is something that maybe my daughter would enjoy when she's a little bit older. She doesn't really know much about the Peter Pan character. That's something, well, that she'll learn about a little bit later on. She's too busy watching gameplay footage of Mario and Luigi's Mansion and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got to get her into this sort of stuff. So that's the PlayStation 2 stuff that I collected. I don't know, you would think that with my PlayStation 2 collection, I thought, okay, that's it, I'm done. There's proof I'm still not done. It's just the luck of the draw, and it's really hard here because if you're a long-time subscriber, you know I hate the Australian classification labels. So it's a real mission to find the old Aussie classification labels or the UK or the US labels, because I refuse to buy the Aussie games because of their classification labels. I can, sometimes I think if I lived in America or the UK, this collection, well, not this one, but maybe the retro stuff would be a lot larger than what it is, because of the fact that, it's so hard to find UK and the US stuff here, but when I do, I always grab it. Now we're going to get into Nintendo Switch, which I haven't done for a long time. So let's get into it. I picked up this game for $38 on eBay, and it's Monster Hunter Rise. I have a couple of the Monster Hunter games on various systems. Never really got into it. I don't know why that is, but this was going cheaper and it was a recommendation, so I thought, okay, I would give it a go. So I haven't really got into the game yet. I did play maybe a half hour, but there is another reason why I stopped playing this one I'll talk about soon. Also, I picked up The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, the UK edition. I sold the Aussie copy. I still got the steelbook, but because I am the way I am with the classification labels here, I had to sell the Aussie copy. Pick this up from Oz Game Shop, so I don't know how I feel about this. I did see a video from Happy Console Gamer, I think it was, where he talks about this, and I kind of like feel the same way. I played a lot of the main series I played, right? And I've always completed the Legend of Zelda game, and here I am with this one, and I'm like, the controls, I don't understand why they didn't modernize the controls. They still have that Wii feel to it, and I don't like it. I really don't like the gyros, all that sort of crap. I really don't know, and I don't know if I'm gonna take the time to try and finish this. Maybe I will. It looks really great. I do love the art style of it, but it's just something that I'm going, yeah, I don't know yet. I'm not too sure. Now, another game that I picked up pretty cheap as well is the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This is the Latin American edition, as you can see down the bottom there. It's all in Latin American. Plays perfectly. It's all in English as well. So I don't know. I just wanted to have this on the Switch, I think, because my daughter, she's able to hold the controllers a lot better than the Xbox and the PlayStation 4. Although I've seen her play Balan's Wonderworld with the PS4 controller, she's doing really well with it. But I just feel like the Switch controllers is really great for, you know, young kids' hands, and it's just a lot easier for them to get into it and play it. So mainly I got that one. Now, I picked this one up for my daughter for her birthday. It came a couple of weeks late. She hasn't played it. She will watch me play it. I don't know why. Maybe she needs to be a little bit older for this one. And it was only released on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why that is. It's just the way it is, I guess. And it's the DC Superheroes Teen Power. Now, the main reason I got this for my daughter, it's all female characters, and that's something that I really want my daughter to play, is games with strong female leads. I would love her to play the old classic Tomb Raider game. She's actually played a little bit of the first one. She can run around and do stuff in that one, which totally shocked me. But I really want her to be introduced to strong female characters, and I think this, you know, this is full of all these DC female super hero, and the villains are in there as well, and it's a TV series. I just feel that maybe she's a little bit too young for this one yet. Maybe give it a couple of years and she'll get into it, so I'm hoping that will happen. Now I talked about Monster Hunter Rise, right? I downloaded the demo for Monster Hunter Stories 2, and I do have Monster Hunter Stories on the Nintendo 3DS. Haven't really had a chance to play it. I got 3 of the amiibos for that one, which look fantastic. I downloaded Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo, and within a half an hour I'm on eBay, or I think it was Oz Game Shop. Yeah, I picked it up from Oz Game Shop, bought it straight away. And I haven't done that for a long time with any demos where I've sat down, played it, and it's like, wow, this is really good. And it was one of those moments. It's a wow factor. This looks more realistic, but to me, Monster Hunter Stories 2, I just love the anime in it. I've always loved anime. This one looks realistic. I put it down. I'll get to that one day, but at the moment I'm playing this one and I just loving it so much. And I really need to play the 3DS version, which I have, which is really hard to get now. So I have to play that one as well as just going to continue working my way through this one. And with the demo, you can transfer your save data over to the full game, which is what I'd done, so I didn't lose any of that initial gameplay, the story as well. And I find myself really enjoying this for an RPG. And the last decade or so, it's been really hard for me to get back into RPGs. I played a lot of RPGs in the late 80s and 90s, early 2000s, and then I felt I was burnt out, and I've had enough of that. But this has reignited my interest in RPGs, and I find myself going in the environments, spending a lot of time not trying to progress in the story, but to level up the characters so they're going to be strong enough. And I did that with Phantasy Star 2, 3, 4, all of the Phantasy Star games, and a lot of RPGs I played back in the day. I would just spend an hour, 2 hours, whatever it took, to just run around, do random battles, and build up my characters, so later on they'd be a lot stronger. And I do remember Phantasy Star 2, when one of the main characters actually dies a couple of hours into the game, maybe about 10 hours into the game. I was devastated because I spent so much time leveling up. But yeah, but this is great. I love the anime in this one, so I really am enjoying it. My daughter's watching it as well, and she's like, wow, it's really so cool. So that was really cool as well. Now, Sayonara Wild Heart. I've got this on the PlayStation 4. This was $22 on Oz Game Shop. Brand new on sale. Just came in today. I just arrived home from work tonight. Came in, so hasn't been unsealed yet. It's a really unique game. So if you're into the indie games, this is more like, it's got a lot of music and rhythm in it. So it's one of those kind of games, but it's so different from what you would think it would be for a rhythm game. Definitely, if you could find it, get it. It's so cool. Now, I picked up Balan Wonderworld for my daughter for her birthday on the PlayStation 4. And same reason, I'm thinking the controllers for the Switch is better for us. So on sale, $34 I think it was on the Switch. So yeah, my daughter can play this one on the Switch. I think that's what I should have done, but I didn't. So yeah, $34. She's loving it. I don't mind it. A lot of people don't like it, but yeah, it is what it is. And finally, Luigi's Mansion 3. This is something my daughter's been wanting me to get for a while. She watched the gameplay footage. She loves it. And when I told her it's coming in the mail, she's like, every day asking me, when's Luigi Mansion coming in the mail? When's it going to arrive? So she doesn't know it yet. She'll wake up tomorrow morning and there's Luigi's Mansion. Like I said, she watched the gameplay. I don't know if she's going to watch me play it or she's going to have a go at playing it. We'll see how she goes with that one. But I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that love it. There's a lot of people out there that absolutely hate it. So it's going to be interesting to see, but I do enjoy the gameplay footage. Now, 3 more games and that's it. These were digital releases only. I had Nick from ENIGMA Custom Cases. I'll leave a link down below. I had him do one particular case for me, and there was 2 others that's on his website that I picked up on the Nintendo Switch. So I want to show these as well, because the quality of these cases and the covers is just phenomenal. So we'll start off with Windbound. That just looks fantastic. I don't know if any of these games will ever get a physical release. I have the ability to put each individual game onto a micro SD card if I choose to. So that way, in some small way, I do have the physical copy of what would maybe just a digital game. So I haven't played this one yet. Picked it up on sale on Nintendo eShop, so it was really cool. Now, Ninian Days is the one that I asked Nick to make for me, and he did a phenomenal job on making this cover. It's one of those graphic novel things, which I've got a couple of them on the PlayStation Vita. And at times I really like this sort of stuff. There's times I don't. This was on sale, so I picked it up. If it wasn't on sale, I wouldn't have got it. Main character is a ninja who's, I don't know if she's traveled back in time. It seems to be that sort of thing, but I've only played a little bit of it because I've been so into Monster Hunter Stories 2. And another game that was really intrigued about when it was first announced and it came out, I don't know if it's going to get a physical release in its Raji, the ancient epic, which is based on, I think it's Indian folklore or mythology, was made in India by a development team. So I like this sort of stuff, and there's a couple other games I do have where it's made by indigenous developers, which is really cool to see. I do have a couple, I can't think of what the hell from the top of my head, but I do like that sort of stuff. So this one is interesting. I don't know if it's going to be that great. I played a little bit of it, but you know, I've been doing other things, Monster Hunter Stories too. So it looks okay. I'll play more of it and see how I feel about it, but I don't know if any of these games are going to get a physical release, and I just like to try and have something to show for it. And Nick's, his custom cases, I bought a few off of him now, phenomenal. So that's pretty much it. That's my pickups for August 2021. Probably the biggest month of the year for some reason. I don't know what I'm gonna get in September, maybe very little. I have the Switch OLED on pre-order, comes out the day after my birthday on the 8th of October, so happy birthday to me. OLED. My daughter's got the normal Switch, that's hers. We fight over the Switch. When I want to play, I'm never going to win the battle with a 4-year-old. So, perfect. OLED's coming. Great. Thank you very much. That's mine. Kate, you got the Switch. The things we do. So that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you picked up for the month of August, because yeah, it's always cool to see what we pick up. And Lightsaber Samurai, thank you. I never knew about this game. I don't know if I want to take it out of the seal. Maybe it should get graded by Watto. Maybe it's going to be $1 million game, but we'll see about that. But yeah, till next time, take care. Bye.